Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for the weekend, April 16th and 17th, 2016. And we're going to have a bright, sunny weekend with high pressure sitting over southeastern Canada starting here on Saturday. This area of high pressure is going to sink down to the southwest and end up right over top of our coverage area here by the time we get to Sunday morning. And that means little except for the fact that we're going to have just bright sunny skies continuing like we've had for the past couple of days. But we're also going to have temperatures increasing. We're going to have temperatures that are going to be in the mid-upper 60s today. As we get into Sunday, we'll be up into the 70s. As we get into Monday, we'll be up into the middle 70s in many locations. So definitely a warming trend that's going to be continuing over the next couple of days. And as we head a little bit forward here, we're going to see take a look at Sunday morning. This is later on Sunday. There's not really much going on. We do have a cold front that's going to come through the area Monday night. You see it's off to our north here. It has a little bit of precipitation with it, but by the time it gets down to our latitude, it runs out of steam. So the cold front still does come through, and it will knock back temperatures. Here's your cold front like this, but you don't see any precipitation with it at all, and that just moves through aimlessly. So this is a dry frontal passage that just aimlessly shifts off to the southeast and keeps it a little bit cooler, if you want to call it cooler, Tuesday and Wednesday. High pressure off to our north end, again over Quebec, so that's going to allow for temperatures to be held in check a little bit into the 60s. So we go up to the 70s, back down to the 60s, and I think we go right back up to the 70s again as we get into later in the week next week. So here's what's going to end up happening, though. We have this very well-established omega block here. We went over this in the videos, in the previous videos, the last couple of days. So this omega block pattern means warm and dry. This is looking at later on Sunday, so it's well established at this point. But by the time you get to the next day, on Monday, you can see what happens aloft here. Instead of having that big ridge here, the ridge starts to flatten a little bit here, and it's not all as big and established over our area. We start getting a northwesterly flow here over our coverage area here. This is later Monday night. This is in advance of that cold front. And again, this is going to allow for this ridge to break down a little bit. So this ridge that's here is going to be pushed down a little bit, suppressed, and that's going to allow for a couple days of cooler weather as that northwest flow aloft comes in. So that's basically what's going to end up happening. But as we go back forward in time, this ridge is going to reestablish itself. You can see a huge ridge here trying to establish itself. And we get a little piece of that going here by the time we get to Thursday. We have a trough here in the center of the United States, another cutoff low that's sitting up here. Here's your trough, but here's a ridge, again, building into our area. So we're going to have another warm spell before that area low pressure moves in, and its associated cold front will move in here, we think, on Friday. So that'll be the next chance of precipitation as we get into next week. As we get past the end of next week here, we get to Friday, we have some showers coming in here during the morning, and at least the morning and afternoon hours, maybe even going into later Friday, depending on how long depending on the timing and how long this decides to hang around. But you will have some showers finally, after a very long stretch of dry weather, move in at the end of next week. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for April 16th and 17th, 2016. Have a great weekend.